Here is an example to show you how the mystery picture works. This will not be the mystery picture you're making because I want yours to truly be a mystery that you don't know what it is until you make it. But here's an example. First, you want to change your zoom so that you can see more of your work. For me, I like to change it to 75 and then I can see all of the page. You can adjust your zoom to whatever works for you. For this example, I'll start by doing it split screen so that you can see how to navigate the different clicks needed, but hopefully you were able to print the paper, which means that you have the paper of colors and cells in front of you, and you can keep your work full screen. If you're able to do that, it's a lot less clicking. So in my example, the first color I'm doing is green, and these are the cells that I need to make green. When you see a colon, that means it's a range of cells. So for this, I have to do H2 through I3. So I'm going to click in cell H2, drag over to I and down to 3. That shows the range of H2 through I3. Then I can hit my 3 dots, get my paint bucket, and since it's supposed to be green, I have all of these greens. I kind of like this Christmassy green here. It really doesn't matter which one you pick though. The annoying thing about the split screen is that with your tools, you can no longer see the letters. So I have to hit this 3 dots again to hide the tools so that I can see my column headers, my letters. That's why if you were able to print your code, it makes it a lot easier because there's less clicking. Up next, I have another range, F4 through J4. So I'm going to click on F4, drag over to J4. So it's staying in one row, it just has a bunch in that row. Hit my 3 dots, hit that same color green. The next one is a single one, G3. So I'm going to click on G3 and paint it green. If you are doing it split screen and you want to change the color of these as you go to kind of mark it off that way, you can. If you have a piece of paper, just use a pencil and actually check them off. Okay, I'm going to quickly finish the greens right now. C10 through L10. I made a mistake. I actually started in C9 and went to L10. So when you goof, hit Control Z and try again. C10 through L10. F11 through J15. C9. L11 through L12. L11 through L12. Okay, that completes my green. Next is the yellow. For the yellow, I have a range, and then I have 3 single cells. I need to start with F16 through J16. And then I have C8, J2, and L13. I held Control as I clicked each of those, so then when I change to yellow, it does all 3 of those. So if you're doing multiple cells and you hold Control between your selections, you can do them all at once. That completes my yellow. For red, I have F17 through J17, F18 through H20, I18 through J20, G10 through I10, and H11. So you can see how holding the Control as you're selecting all of those makes it a lot faster. That completes all of my red. Flesh can be any skin tone color. I'm going to make mine a light skin tone. We have G6 through I9. Whoops, I can't see my letters. Let me get rid of my toolbar. There we go. G6 through I9, C7, F8, J8. Whoops, I clicked in J7. I'm going to keep holding Control and click that again to release it and go to J8. There we go. And then L14. I'll pick the light skin tone. All right, let me finish this last one full screen just because I'm getting annoyed with clicking back and forth. I have F5 through F7, J5 through J7, G5 through I5, D21 through G21, I21 through L21, D20, and L20. And make those brown. That looks a little weird. I think I made a goof. I did. As I check back through these, this one was supposed to end at L21 and I ended at M21. So this should not have been brown. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to get the paint bucket and paint it back to the color it should be. This also should not be flesh. So I'm going to click on it and change it back to the color it should be. So while holding the Control key does make things faster when you're selecting your things, you can't really zap the mistakes as easily with Control Z because it would get rid of that whole chunk. But of course, there's pros and cons to every method. Now you're going to use your paper and work on your mystery picture. The only required part is the one in this section. But if you're really enjoying it and you're fast at it and you want to earn some bonus points, I do have an optional one that will complete something in this section as well. Have fun!